It's a breezy North Georgia day. Welcome everybody to another daily vlog. A vlog that happens pretty much daily. Today, from the middle of nowhere, Georgia. It's a beautiful, warm day. It's so nice not to have my jacket on like it was in Tennessee yesterday. It was freezing cold. I had to wear my jacket while putting fuel in. It was like 63 degrees. I know, don't laugh. 63 degrees. A lot of people long for that type of temperature. Not me. Not me. I like it warm. Warm. I like it not hot, not cold, just warm. 80 degrees year round, be perfect. But I'm here in the middle of Georgia, getting ready to get unloaded. They put this warehouse in the middle of nowhere. I had to drive down a really long, desolate road to find it, but I found it. And now I'm just hanging out and waiting. Little pointer, if you're not used to eating fast food a lot, or you stop eating fast food and you start eating kind of healthy for a couple weeks, 14 days maybe, and you stop drinking sodas and sweet teas and turn to water, if you try to go back to your old routine of drinking sweet tea and eating fast food, it's not good on your tummy. It's really not. But that aside, I think my tummy's getting back to normal because I'm back to drinking water. I should not have had that sweet tea yesterday. I'm sitting here getting ready to get unloaded. Hopefully soon they'll come and get me. But when I sit here and I'm done with my paperwork and I have nothing to do, I usually turn to YouTube and I watch the news, like the Young Turks and stuff like that, or I watch some of the people that inspire me to continue doing videos, like Adam the Woo and Justin Scard and the Tim Tracker and all those people, Meet the Warriors, and check out what they've been up to, because a lot of them do daily vlogs also, and they also have second channels. Like, same thing, they inspired me to do what I'm doing, have 2 channels and do what I can for a daily vlog, trying to come up with some sort of content, sometimes even when there is no content to be had. And then on my other channel, waiting to create content by hitting roadside attractions, which has been rare lately, but hopefully soon I'll be able to find something. But that's what I'll do. I'll sit here and watch YouTube channels. And sometimes I'll even watch travel stuff, people that just travel, that stay in hostels around the world and live life like I did when I was younger. When I was like 18, 19, 20, I was just gone. When I was 16 years old, I was 17. Right after high school, just gone. Got a bicycle, rode it from Northern California down to the Mexican border, and then got rid of my bicycle and bought a new backpack and hiked the Pacific Crest Trail all the way through California up to Oregon, and was planning on making it all the way up to Canada, but I couldn't. I just couldn't do it. There was other things that I wanted to do, and that was taking a long time. But I see a lot of YouTubers that do that, but they're younger. Like back when I was younger, I used to do that. And those were some of the best times of my life, before you start worrying about money and before you start worrying about homes and jobs and careers, when you could just go off and do things. You look back on it and you go, wow, you know what? Those were some of the happiest times of my life. And curious, why do we stop doing those? Why do we stop doing that as we get older? And is there an age to where you just should not be doing that anymore? Because I look at these YouTube videos and a lot of the people are younger, and would it be odd for someone my age to just, I'm going to continue working. I love my job. This job affords me travel and I get paid for it. But let's say every 5 months or so like that, I save up enough income to hop on an airplane and go somewhere. Let's say I want to go Europe. I want to go to Europe and I want to go to the hostels instead of staying at expensive hotels, and then getting a room at a hostel and then going out and exploring for 2 weeks or something and then coming back to work. are we allowed to do it at our age? Because I look at the people that go to these hostels, and they're usually younger. They don't, the people that travel usually don't, in their videos anyway, show people my age at the hostels and stuff. So I don't know. Is it frowned upon when you get to a certain age? And then I started looking at other YouTube videos and people that I follow and stuff, and a lot of them are younger, way younger than me. And it got me thinking, is there an age limit for YouTube? You know, at a certain age, should you stop making videos? Or even start making videos? Because I started making videos when I was already an old person. Is it too late? I don't know. It's just like technology is just now catching up with me. My whole life, the coolest technology was, how in the heck did they make a Stretch Armstrong? How does he stretch? You know, it was goofy. That's tech. Well, it's not really tech, but how they made it was tech. Okay, Stretch Armstrong. That's not probably what I meant. Technology back when I was growing up, Pong on the TV, Atari 2600 and stuff like that. It took a long time for technology to get to where it was, to where it is now, and to where I could actually use it. And so the kids coming up nowadays have it made. But is it too late for people my age? I mean, it's not going to make me stop. You know, people tell you, why are you making YouTube videos? You're too damn old. Or, you shouldn't be traveling so much. You're too damn old. Or if you do travel, you should have a decent bank account already so you could stay in the hotels. You shouldn't travel like us, staying at hostels and eating at little roadside cafes and doing whatever, you know, backpacking Europe. You're too old to backpack Europe. No one's ever told me that, but in videos from visually seeing what I see, it's like, am I too old to do that stuff? I don't feel like I'm too old. I mean, I feel pretty young. I feel like I'm 20 years old. In my mind, anyway. Now, there's times when I get out to do something. I mean, back in the day, I could just open up my door and jump out my truck. Wasn't worried about it, you know, hurting my back or my knees or my legs. Nowadays, I'm aware that my bones have gotten more brittle. And I probably can't do the same stuff that I did when I was younger. But it shouldn't slow me down. I could do the same things. It just takes me a little bit longer to do it. I don't know. I was watching some YouTube videos today and looking at the age of some of the people, and it just got me thinking, should this all pass me by? Or should I just not do it? I don't know. It's weird when you question the stuff that you're doing. And I don't want to question it. I'm pretty happy doing the stuff I'm doing. But who am I kidding? I'm going to continue going. I mean, am I too old to enjoy toys like this? What do you think, BB? Am I too old for you? Why are you ignoring me? Why are you ignoring me? I mean, there's probably a time when we're supposed to grow up, but I'm just not ready to. I'm not. I don't want to grow up. I always want to be a Toys R Us kid. Making my bed from last night's camping excursion. Well, everything that I was talking about just a minute ago, is kind of null and void now, because now I'm happy. People are actually buying t-shirts for my podcast and for this daily vlog. I just got notified from Zazzle that a few of the t-shirts have been selling. That is awesome. Thank you guys for whoever is purchasing the shirts. I do appreciate it. I think, I don't know what to say. It kind of leaves you speechless just a little bit. And I don't know. That's 78 cents profit to go to future endeavors, roadside attractions and things like that. So I don't know. It's crazy. I wish I had a designer that can do better designs, that can help me out to create something rather than what I'm doing. Though some of the shirts I really enjoy that I've created. I really like the Reptile Lagoon one that I did when I was at south of the border in Carolina. I thought that one came out really, really good. But I don't know. It's mind-blowing. I also have an Android shirt. And You and Me, Android. That's another shirt I was proud of. But being I'm not a graphic designer or something, my shirts aren't the best. I mean, look at this one. Yeah, that's not the best shirt. But that design that Chris Kitchen did of all the Glass Explorers, see, each little square is a Glass Explorer. And then he created a lot of us using those images. So I love the image, but as a shirt, it didn't come out too well. Though I wear it. I love it. And it does say Glass Family, hashtag Glass Family. But I don't sell these shirts. I don't sell this shirt. I just had it made because I was really impressed with what Chris did back in the day. This is like a 4-year-old image. 4 years old. Wow. It's been a long time. But yeah, I'm not a great graphic designer, so it's pretty amazing when someone buys a shirt that I designed, because I know the designs aren't that spectacular. So like I said, whoever is purchasing my shirts, I do appreciate it. It really does help. And I'm not going to let you guys down. I don't use any of the profits for anything personal. I don't use it to go and purchase things. I do use it when I do come across a roadside attraction and something for me to vlog or talk about on my podcast. And it is that time of year, so I will be putting the money to good use. It is the Halloween season, and not just Universal Studios. That I used my own money for, because that's something I've been doing every year for like 20 years. But a lot of roadside attractions, homemade scare zones, haunted cornfields and mazes and stuff like that. That's going on right now. So, but it's usually only on the weekends. So I'm actually looking forward to the beginning of October, traveling around the country, especially on the weekends, and hitting some of those roadside attractions and using the funds that I generate through t-shirt sales and through Patreon on stuff like that, so I could vlog it. So hopefully soon there will be some stuff coming. But getting notified that, hey, another t-shirt sold. That wasn't me. That horn was not me. But it does pick you up. It picks you up. So the last couple of days have been weird. Strange phone calls from unknown sources, kind of spooky ones. And not spooky Halloween-wise. I mean spooky... Well, if you watch my videos, you know what I'm talking about. And I did block that phone number. But blocking those phone numbers really doesn't help, because they just generate new phone numbers to call from, because it is all usually done through an IP address. But I did block that one last night. But I don't know. So you get things like that, and then you get things like mental blocks, because age limits of what you should be doing with your life at a certain age. I don't want to grow up. I have that Peter Pan syndrome. I've grown up before. I've raised family to the best of my ability, and my kids turned out pretty good, and actually 2 families. And my second family, the kids turned out really good. Now it's time for me. That's the way I look at it. It's time for me. Right? So I guess you can never be too old to do the stuff that I'm doing. And this is just a tool to do what I want in the future. Now back to our regularly scheduled vlog. This is a DJI Osmo. This is a Canon, I don't know, Rebel or something. I don't know. But the lens cap is a little bit different than the lens cap on the Osmo. And I'm not sure about GoPros. But I was commenting on Meet the Royers vlog, which I actually met Alex at Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights this year. She had an Osmo, I had an Osmo, Hers was just a little bit higher class than mine. Mine is the cheaper version with a lot of add-ons. Hers was a more expensive version with less add-ons. But if you look around here, the lens cover that goes on that is round. See what I mean? But when you look at that, coming from Florida or California, you always start out with something round, and then you put something round here and something round on the other side, and it turns into a Mickey. And she posted a video, because there's a lot of people in Florida that purchase aftermarket Mickey Mouse ears. The ones you wear in the park that you could buy in the park for a fairly good penny. I think they're like 14 bucks, 12 or 14 bucks. But there's an aftermarket market for stuff like that. There's people at home that create their own Mickey Mouse ears, and sometimes they charge a pretty penny for those, and they're knitted, quilted, whatever, flowers glue gunned onto them and stuff like that for the females. And I haven't really looked at the men's versions of the homemade Mickey Mouse ears, but I got to thinking, and I was talking to her, and I left a message on her video, and she just replied to me, because I was thinking, because this is round and it's black, shaped like Mickey Mouse's head, and why not create a Mickey Mouse ears for something like the Osmo? I know you can't do it on things like the GoPros and stuff like that, I wouldn't think, though I've never held an actual GoPro. But maybe the lens covers, why couldn't they create a lens cover shaped like Mickey Mouse's head? So when you're done using your camera and you put the lens cover back on your camera, you have a little Mickey Mouse head, little ears here and stuff like that. Anybody think there's a market for that? If so, have fun. There's an idea. Create camera lenses that have Mickey Mouse ears on them for different types of cameras.